Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Sorgi and Friends. It is episode 7. I'm Anthony Sorgi alongside the president of Carroll Sports Media, Nick Mastropolito. Nick, how are we doing today?
Good. Episode 7, the 7th episode I've been on thus far of Sorgi's story. So they might be tired of seeing my face. But yeah, I'm excited.
We have Alexis Eberz coming on in 9 minutes to chat about a number of things between Carroll girls basketball and, of course, her commitment to Villanova. And then afterwards, we will talk about Damian Lillard, TJ Watt, MLB this weekend, Phillies TV ratings, a new ranking of national TV ratings came out. The Phillies number 1 on that list. Caitlin Clark not playing in the WNBA All-Star Game. The British Open is going on in Northern Ireland. Rashee Rice sentenced to 30 days in jail. Mike Williams and Kyle Gibson both retire. And the shot clock survey, what's going on with the shot clock? Is it going to happen? Is it not? We'll talk about all of that in a moment. Nick, loaded episode.
Yeah.
Loaded episode today.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm so excited. The shot clock's just definitely not going to happen. But we'll get to that when we get to that. I'm excited. RTG late as always.
He's currently rounding up the children.
As usual, late. No, I'm just kidding. RTG not here quite yet. But I guess he'll be joining us whenever. But I'm excited. Archbishop Carroll. I've been waiting for a Carroll episode. Sorgi just, not doing one. So, yeah.
What do you mean? We're doing one today.
Exactly.
I mean, we've had so far what? We've had Archbishop Ryan, we've had Father Judge, we've had a Roman.
We had Roman the other day.
Who else have we had? I got to go on YouTube and look it up.
Yeah, we had Nas Tyler, we had Bryce Presley, Jeremiah.
Yeah, so far we've had we've had.
Oh, we had Olin and Jaron?
I said Ryan, the prep, Judge, Roman, and now Carroll.
Jake Marchesano.
Yeah, so this is school number 5.
Yep.
Cinco, Nick. So I guess we're just going to wait for Ryan to get here. Do we want to get a couple things out of the way while we wait, though?
Sure. Might as well.
Okay, Rashee Rice, 30 days in jail, 5 years probation. Thoughts?
Well, I guess you saw it coming. I believe it was a hit and run, if I'm not mistaken.
At a very high speed.
So thankfully, I'm not quite sure if anybody got injured or not.
I don't think anyone was hurt.
So thankfully, nobody got injured, to my knowledge. But he'll be suspended from the National Football League for, a decent amount of games. If I had to guess, probably around half of the season. If I had to, take a shot at that. But not much more to say about it than thankfully nobody is hurt, and he'll be suspended from the NFL.
Mike Williams, Kyle Gibson, both retire.
Mike Williams dealt with a lot of injuries over the past couple of years. He was always one of the most explosive wide receivers in the game, retired from the Los Angeles Chargers, and he was very good. He was very quick, able to make plays and catch the ball at a very, very high rate. He was very, very good at football, but he dealt with a lot of injuries, and that was really his downfall, and an issue that he ran into a lot. I believe last season he tore his Achilles, and that was he probably did that 3 seasons in a row. So it was just like, never draft him in fantasy football if you want a receiver that's not going to get injured. And then Kyle Gibson, a guy that had a stunt on the Philadelphia Phillies and was quite good also on the Baltimore Orioles, but that this season in Baltimore, 16.78 earned run average is not good, which landed him released from Baltimore, and he finally called it quits. Had a good stint with the Texas Rangers and the Minnesota Twins, most notably with the Rangers before he got dealt with. I forget who he got dealt with to the Philadelphia Phillies.
Yeah. Great analysis there. Caitlin Clark. She is not participating in the WNBA All-Star game this weekend. Disappointing there in Indiana. Thoughts?
Well, obviously, if you're the WNBA, you would like to see her participate because she brings a lot of, marketing to the game, or a lot of fans brought into the game. Obviously, in Indiana, she is, the most notable superstar out right now. But, these teams want to win a championship at the end of the day. She's got to be healthy. She's got to be 100%. So in the eyes of the Indiana Fever, this is very, very intelligent to hold her out, and so she doesn't get more injured or restrain it. The injuries that she's been dealing with, as she was visibly hurt the last game that she played prior to the All-Star break. So obviously she's one of the best 3-point shooters in the league. We saw her a couple of times. Well, obviously you see her shooting deep 3 balls, but it's unfortunate, but still, got to keep your best player healthy.
Absolutely. The Open, Nick, a lot of surprises at the top of the leaderboard. Sitting here looking, you've got currently Brian Harmon and Haotong Lee at the top. Scotty Scheffler tied for 3rd. Tony Finau, a guy that we all know, tied for 9th. Rory McIlroy, of course, the Northern Ireland native, sitting tied for 11th. A lot of surprises at the oldest tournament in the world.
Yeah, I mean, the U.S. Open, obviously, well, very, very cool. Or sorry, the Open, whatever you would like to call it. Very exciting in the game of golf. But, obviously there's the top dogs like Rory and Scotty. There was one specific player that left the game of golf entirely to be ordained as a monk, and he is back, and he's at the top, towards the top of the leaderboard. So I thought that was a very interesting story there. But the U.S. Open still has some time here, and I guess we'll continue to follow it.
Yeah, I need to send Ryan the link because somehow he doesn't have it, even though I sent it to him. So
in the group chat, Ryan.
Yeah, I know. Okay, well, I guess that's about it. I don't want to get into anything too much, as Ryan should be joining in minus 30 seconds, I'd say, or so.
I'm ready. I've never been more prepared. I think this is like the first episode in like 4 episodes where I could just like write stuff down on the fly.
Okay, well, so apparently there's an issue with like the fact that Ryan can't get the link sends him to Instagram.
Yeah, he just needs to go out of that. He just needs to follow the link out of it.
That's what I told him, but it's not.
RTG, are you watching the show? Ryan.
He's not, but there. We just sent it to him. So
this guy. This
should
guy.
Be no big issue. But yeah, we'll talk a little bit after the interview about stuff I already mentioned at the top.
The All-Star game will be in Philly.
For what?
Next year for baseball.
Yeah. Trying to think if there's anything else of note to go over, Nick. Anything on your end?
I think our guest is here, Anthony.
Well, everyone's here.
Everybody's here. Wow, how about it?
So first, let's go to Ryan Sullivan, president.
RTG, how we doing, buddy?
How we doing, fellas? I mean, Dom Schulk waiting for his halal for the 50th day in a row. And I got my peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I mean, I'm feeling good here today. That's a Friday, last day of Prep U for the week. And yeah, got 2 exciting interviews today, but we're starting here with the first one.
Okay, well, let's get to it, Ryan. Now joining the show, a member of Archbishop Carroll, a Villanova basketball commit, Alexis Eberz joins the show.
Hi, guys.
How you feeling?
How's it going?
All right.
I'm good. How are you guys?
Very good.
Great.
My first question.
Go ahead.
How do you go to school with Nick Mash every day?
He's a great kid. I mean, I don't really see him a lot, but the only time I see him in the trainer's office. So
True, I'm there a lot.
Yeah.
All right, Sorgi, go ahead.
I guess I'll start with the college process. Obviously, you committed to Villanova, and I'll get to that in a second. But you had plenty of offers. What of the schools that you took visits to and looked at? What stood out to you about those schools?
About what?
About the schools that you took visits to and looked at.
I mean, I was looking for obviously a great basketball program, coaches that would push me to be my best every single day, and I think I saw that a lot in most of the schools I took visits to, which was good. But I think I saw it most at Villanova, going to their practices, and then obviously the coaches talking to me, just how they sounded. It sounded like I'd be pushed every day.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you said you were down between two schools, and I kind of want to bring this up because it'll make Anthony upset here. Marquette and Villanova.
I come from a Marquette family.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, Marquette and Villanova. You know, your parents are both 1,000-point scorers at Villanova, and they said that they didn't want to push you to make any decisions, and that it was really your own. But did that go into any of your decision, trying to keep the legacy alive?
No, I mean, obviously it's so great taking after your parents' footsteps and stuff like that, but I was open-minded. Like I said, I really liked Marquette a lot, so it was a very hard decision. But yeah, I was open-minded, so I don't really think it came into my process or anything.
Do I go next?
Yeah, it's your turn.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. My thing's going now. Anyway, I guess you could say a two-part question. Kind of adding on to Nick's question, when we interviewed Jaron McKee just a couple of months ago after his decision to commit to Dayton, he said that he wanted to create his own legacy. He didn't want to go to Temple like his dad. Was that part of the reason that maybe you want to just create your own legacy and not follow in the footsteps of someone else?
I mean, it's great to do my own path, but I think I can do it at Villanova too, even though my parents went there. Yeah, I don't really know. I feel I wanted to create my own path, but I feel like I can do that any school I go to, even though my parents did go to Villanova.
And to add on to this, just to kind of talk about Villanova a little bit, obviously, pretty good women's programs, had a couple draft picks over the past couple of seasons. What can you personally bring to Villanova?
I think I can bring a lot. I mean, I feel like I could help them in different ways. They are a great basketball program with great basketball players there now. But, I mean, obviously I got to work and stuff, so hopefully I can help them out next year.
All right. Sorgi?
How much did getting to stay home factor into your decision? Obviously, you've played at the Finner Pavilion the last couple of years in the playoffs. When it comes to just familiarity, how much did that factor in?
I mean, I feel like staying home is also really nice too because, I mean, my whole family's down here. I could get my cousins, friends, family to all come to my games and stuff, which is really nice. I mean, if I went to Marquette, it'd be hard, obviously with people coming out and stuff like that. But it means a lot playing literally 20 minutes away from my house. So, yeah, it means a lot, so.
Absolutely. Another thing that your mom said was that it was always a goal for you to play in the Big East. I mean, now you're going to go and do that. What's it going to be like playing against that competition?
Yeah, the Big East, I've always wanted to play in the Big East since I was a little kid. I just grew up around that conference and stuff, and a great conference. So finally being able to play in it, I mean, the competition is elite. So, I mean, playing against great players, it's going to be great. So
I want to transition over to the PCL really quickly. Obviously, lots of great players in the PCL at the current moment in time, you being one of them. Where do you rank yourself on a scale of, the best PCL players right now?
Oh, geez. I have no idea. They're all great players. I mean, there are some really good players in the PCL. So I have no idea.
All right. Fair enough.
I guess I would go to – I mentioned how you played the last couple of years in the playoffs at the Finner Pavilion. You've also gotten to play at the Palestra.
Yeah.
What has that experience been like, getting to play for seasonal?
Oh my God, the Palestra. I mean, it's surreal. It's one of the greatest places to play in. It just feels so different playing there. You know, like the environment and stuff. Yeah, hopefully we can get back there again this year and win it. But that's the goal. That's our goal. But yeah, it's awesome playing down there.
I guess since nobody's mentioned it, I'll go right to it. What's it been like playing, on the same high school team as your sisters? Obviously, Kelsey was injured this season for a majority of it, but you got, the chance to play the entirety of the season with Kayla. What was that like?
It's so special playing with those two because I've never really played on a team with them before. We became really close this year. I mean, we've always been close, but obviously going to practices, going to school, coming over in practices, we've just bonded so much easier and we got so much closer. But yeah, hopefully Kelsey will be back around like November-ish, and then all three of us could play on the same team, hopefully win a PCL championship. So yeah.
And yeah, kind of transitioning over to the team a little bit here. Obviously, there's great expectations for your team. What as a leader of the Archbishop Carroll women's team next year, what's the expectation that you put on the team?
I think just working hard, coming to practice every single day, and giving 100%. Staying focused and locked in. I mean, it will get us far. I think just staying together. I mean, I wouldn't be where I am without any of my teammates right now. So I think we're all like so close. So just staying close and keeping, staying locked in, I think it'll get us far. So
if you're able to do that, do you think you guys will be able to prevail as PCL champions?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, we've came so close the past 2 years, so I think gotta finish it.
Where do you rank your team now on the PCL level?
I think we're in the top 3. If I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, we should be really good this year. So
if you could put a number on it. Or you can't do that. 2 or 3?
2.
Okay.
I'd say 2.
Wait, who's above you?
I heard New and Gardy's good this year. So
Okay.
I think they lost like a couple players, but I mean they're a great team. So yeah, I'd say 2.
All right.
I want to go to kind of just a more general area question. WNBA is coming to Philadelphia.
Yeah.
What do you think that impact is going to have on girls basketball throughout the Valley?
It has a huge impact on a lot of like younger kids' lives too. Because we haven't really had like I don't know what the closest WNBA team is, but yeah, I think women's sports like literally, I think a lot of people, it's impacted people's lives. And it's grew over the years, which is so cool to see. And then like obviously coming to our city, I mean it's huge. So yeah.
Absolutely. I don't know if these guys really know it. But you have you've had the chance to play for Coach Reaney, and she's obviously one of the top coaches in the area, and she has tons of experience and that entire coaching staff. Can you just talk about what it's been like to play for her?
Yeah, I've known Reaney for a while now before I went to Carroll. Yeah, she is a great coach. She'll give it to you. Like she'll tell you if you're doing something wrong or whatever, but she's so hard. Like she pushes us every single practice. She really wants like the best for us, which is awesome. Like a lot of coaches want that for you, but Reaney's something special. So.
And this is probably my last question here. The PIAA going to be adding a shot clock soon in the next coming years. Obviously, you're not going to be around to play with a shot clock. But how do you think people are going to be able to transition with a new shot clock in the next coming years?
I think it'll be like so. Like I mean, I think we need a shot clock. Like like last minute plays, like holding the ball. I think it'll be a huge like part of the game. So I think the transition will be like fine. It's just like getting used to it, like timing up your plays or whatever. Like you just it'll speed it up a little bit, but I think it'll be good. So.
How are you personally going to adjust to a shot clock in college?
I play with the shot clock right now in AAU basketball.
Oh, okay.
So
well, then, all right.
yeah, it's not that bad. It's not that bad.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah.
Question for me about, you talked about, being in the towards the top of PCL. There's so much talent in the area, whether it be your own team, whether it be Newman Gretty, who you mentioned, Ryan Carter, formerly at Archbishop Wood, Shayla Smith going to Penn State. The list goes on and on. How do you think that's going to be able to prepare you going to college, going to a major program?
I think playing against like these type of players in this competition in PCL, I mean, it's obviously going to transfer over to my college experience. Obviously, the college level, there's more people that are advanced and stuff like that, like more stronger. But I think playing in the PCL is going to help me more when I get to Villanova.
Absolutely. And you were just mentioning your AAU, and I see you're repping the Comets there. So I was going to ask you about, what's it been like, playing for the Comets, and how fun is it? I know you've been able to meet some great people. What's that been like?
Yeah, I've been at the Comets since I was in 4th grade. So obviously a great program because I stayed. Yeah, I mean, it's a family. It's awesome playing with all these girls. They're great players. So I have my last AU tournament actually today. So Monday, it's the finals. So it's my last one ever. It's sad, but it all has to come to an end. But yeah, they're a great group of girls, and I mean the Comets is such a great program. So.
Brian, anything from you?
Yeah, one last thing. We talked a lot about your future, but I mean, how about the future of Archbishop Carroll women's program? How do you see that program kind of shaping out when you leave?
I think they'll still be really good. They still have great players there, and Rini will recruit and get people to come to Carroll. So, having her as a coach and the staff at Carroll, I think they're in great hands. Even after I leave. So, yeah.
All right. Last thing. What do you think of Archbishop Carroll's gym?
Gym?
Yeah. What do you think about the gym? Is it good? Is it good?
I mean, it's better than it was before. It was so dark in there, but I think it's really nice. There's a lot of red, but yeah, I think it's nice.
All right. Nick, you got that?
Yeah, I got it. He thinks that the gym is so warm because he came to prep Carroll, and everybody was there.
First off, Nick, it's first off, Nick,
there's so many people there.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. Final question for me, kind of going off of Nick's AAU question. Getting to play with a group of girls you go to school with every day versus playing with a different core during the summer. Is there one you prefer? Are there certain differences you notice? Kind of what's that experience like doing both?
Yeah, I like playing for both because obviously they're not the same girls. So getting to play with girls you see every day in high school, and then coming to people that are from farther away or go to different schools. I think it's nice because you get those different type of friendships, and then the different players you get to play with. But I don't know. I can't really pick. I love both, but yeah. So.
Just a couple more from me. I hate to keep asking, but this was the easiest one to write for me. You scored your 1,000th point against Palumbo. I believe that was in states, if I'm not mistaken. And you're now able to join girls like Taylor and Brooke Wilson and Erin Sweeney in that 1K club. I mean, how does it feel to be in that prestigious club?
Yeah, I really was. That was a goal for this season to get my 1,000 point. I was really it's something I wanted to achieve, and thank God I did. But I'm really grateful for that. It feels awesome. It is special to accomplish that at your junior year. Yeah, it's really special, and I was really grateful. So.
And can you tell people what the Carroll community is a little bit like?
Yeah, it's awesome. Staff, coaches, I think, students, everyone there. It's an awesome community. It's really family. They're always there for everyone. And yeah, they're really welcoming. So.
Absolutely. And last question for me. What can we look forward to from Archbishop Carroll this season?
The team?
Yeah.
You can expect a lot of wins. Just like us being us. Like I feel like we're a great team. We're all so close and stuff like that. I think that like you'll see all the hard work that is put behind the scenes, put on the court. So.
Absolutely.
Anything else, Ryan?
Nah, I'm good.
Your family's actually watching the episode right now.
Yep.
I don't
Nick,
know what she's
camera just cut off.
Great job, Nick. This is what we get around here.
Master Cleto having tons of technical difficulties.
Aren't I right, Domshaw? This is what we get around here. Nick Nash not with his camera not on.
Okay,
Yeah,
well, Alexis,
it's
thank
tough.
you for joining. I don't know what Nick's issue is. But,
I
okay, there it is.
apologize.
Now,
I apologize.
You made it back.
I apologize. Your entire family is watching the episode right now. So yeah.
Okay.
Hey.
Well, again, Alexis, thank you for joining. Best of luck this weekend, and best of luck this coming season with the Pats.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it all.
Okay, great interview there with
Bye, guys.
Alexis Eberz.
And Ryan's gone too.
I accidentally took Ryan off.
Kick
There
me
we
out,
go.
bro.
Sorry, Ryan. I hit the wrong button. Okay, Ryan. Before you go, because I know you have to go in a minute.
Yeah. But a few things I got to say. I understand we have a lot of things to talk about on this show, but we got to talk about the gluten-free cheese that coming out in 2026, dude. This is monumental.
We can do this later, Ryan.
This is monumental for the. This is monumental.
I need to talk about the shot clock, Ryan.
All right, let's talk about the shot clock. Let's talk about the shot clock.
Okay, so a survey came out across the great state of Pennsylvania. 55% of schools from the survey in favor between District 1 and District 12 on the 6A level, 28-9 in favor of a shot clock, 5A 19-7, 4A a 5-12 vote in favor of no shot clock. 2 votes to go until this happens. Ryan, I know you have to bounce. I'll let you go first here before you head out.
Oh, I like the slang.
What do you think?
You said bounce. You said I have to bounce.
Yeah, you got to bounce.
I love that. Oh, Sorgi, you're hanging around me too much, man.
After he takes a sip of the prime, what do you think?
I mean, as I said before, like, the shot clock's probably needed. You know, Alexis made a great point. The ball's getting held. You need to be able to get the plays done and dusted and all that. So I think a shot clock is needed. So, I mean, if only 55%, I think that 55%, maybe the 55%, the 45% who voted against it, listened to me and said, okay, how are we going to get this funding? Where are we going to get this funding? The PIAA is not going to give it to us. We can't even get donations for, the school in general. How are we going to get donations for a shot clock? So I'm not surprised that it's not an overwhelming amount of people who have voted in favor of the shot clock. But once again, I think it is needed. And I don't know, maybe the PIAA will come up with something to get these funds for a shot clock. But yeah, like, I'm not surprised that they voted in favor of it. It's what's needed.
Yeah, I mean, before I get to Nick, I just want to say at least the fact that you talk about the PIAA funding. Let's just say that the state of Pennsylvania's number one priority when it comes to funding right now is not going to be basketball hoops. I think that that's something we would all agree on. Because there are much more important things in the state that need money, and obviously there's a budget crisis, et cetera, right now. So it'll be interesting to see where the funding comes from, how it all works. But yeah, Ryan, I would agree. Nick, your take?
Yeah, I think I talked about it a little bit earlier. The funding issue of things, but I guess we'll see what happens. I'm not quite sure if it will go through, but I guess we'll see.
Yeah, I mean,
okay.
It's just the funding. That's the biggest problem. But I got to bounce, fellas. George, we're gonna talk about the gluten-free cheese later on tonight's show.
Yeah, we can do that just for you, bro.
This is monumental for the gluten-free community. Like, when I heard about it, bro, I think I almost broke the chair that I was sitting in.
The bells are ringing at St. Joseph's Preparatory School.
Yep.
And that means it's time for Ryan Sullivan to go round up the children and take them to the next
don't make it sound weird.
We will see you later today, Ryan.
I'll see you.
Okay, Nick. Let's hit the gauntlet before we head out of here. Damian Lillard, what do you think? Nick, Earth to Nick, Earth to Nick, Earth to Nick. What happened?
I have no clue. Some technical difficulties right there.
Damian Lillard, what do you think?
Damian Lillard. Back to the Trailblazers. What was the deal? 3-year, 24?
42.
42. 3-year, $42 million. Misses the first year due to Achilles rehab or whatever he's got going on there. But I guess this is good for Portland. This is great for Damian Lillard. He's going to be back where his children are. So this is great for him, obviously, as a family man. But for Portland, you're getting one of your best players of all time in franchise history back. So, yeah, it's very good.
TJ Watt?
TJ Watt, highest paid NFL player that's not a quarterback. So yeah, I guess that's great for him. This is the second time he's done this. He's dominant. He's made more than his brother in just this deal. Yeah.
Thoughts on the fact that the Philadelphia Phillies on NBC Sports Philadelphia are averaging more viewers on average than any other team in Major League Baseball?
That just shows that the Phillies fans are very strong. It's a very big fandom, and that they have very good television.
Okay, and off of that question, would you be in favor of there being more games on NBC 10 for a wider audience to be able to see it?
Not really. I mean, I like NBC Sports Philadelphia. I don't know that it really makes a difference.
Yeah, I'm just saying that you would have the non-cable audience being able to do that.
Yeah, I mean, how many people don't have cable? There is a very good
amount, yeah.
A very good amount. So I guess, if there could be more games, that would be very cool. But.
And then before we head out of here, Nick, MLB schedule this weekend is loaded. We've got, of course, in just a couple hours, the Red Sox and the Cubs at Wrigley in the classic Wrigley Friday game. Angels visiting the Phillies. We got the Reds in New York, the Giants in Toronto, Yankees in Atlanta. Are there any other series of note? Houston, Seattle is an interesting series, and of course the Brewers facing the Dodgers. What do you expect to see from this weekend, Nick?
A lot of tough games, a lot of good games that people are going to tune into. A lot of good pitching matchups, some good offense, a bunch of very, very good teams just going at it.
Will the Red Sox stay hot and win a series at Wrigley Field?
Yeah, they very well could, but I don't know. Maybe they cooled off during the All-Star break.
We'll see. It will be very interesting because, as we both know, Wrigley is a place where you never know what's going to happen when the game is there. Is there a certain series that you're going to be watching more than another this weekend?
I'm going to be, tuned into, I'd say most of the games this weekend, but probably the Phillies.
Yeah. I will be up quite late tonight watching the Milwaukee Brewers, and we will finish up at 1:30 in the morning, and then finish about midnight tomorrow. But yeah, we'll see you guys at 4 p.m. this evening. Aaron Bracey will join the show. Hopefully we'll have some guests Monday. No show Tuesday, probably no show Wednesday. I've got some appointments. But yeah, we will see you all at 4 p.m. Nick, any final words?
No, go Roll Pats.
Go Pro. We'll see you guys later.